In a world that has been generated from a ton of blocks, these blocks have formed together in multiple variations to create areas known as biomes. These biomes have the tendency to spawn randomly placed structures such as houses or dungeons. One man, alone with his moderating team and the help of bucket plugins known simply as terrain control and BO3, has created a world that is not the same as others. Using these tools, Omnixius and friends have set up a world full of adventure and exploration. Follow the adventure through the eyes of T, the man who was robbed of his skin and now looks like everybody else, as he fights his way through things that happen to be in his way. I should not be allowed to even own a microphone. Welcome back to OmniWorldMC. I have messed this up already. It's been a while since our last episode, and I have been extremely busy once again. As you're probably aware if you follow this series, I've been home over the holidays, and I came back, and then I had to go home again for some personal things, and I am once again back. I have spent the week moving everywhere and unpacking everywhere just to pack back up, and it's been hectic, but this time it's for good. I am definitely back this time, and I'm stoked to get into this. We're in a brand new world on this server. I don't know if any of you play this server. I assume most of you do. If you don't, you should. As always, the IP address and the link for the website will be in the description if you fancy checking it out. So yeah, we're gonna be having a look around this new world. Now, this world, as you might have seen from my epic trailer, this world has been handcrafted essentially by Omni and a few of the other people who have been helping him out. So instead of the standard biomes we're used to, we're looking more at things like this, where you've got huge rivers running through giant drops, and from what I'm aware, a lot of these biomes are quite different as well. I think there's mesa biomes with trees and stuff around them. I really don't know yet. That's what we're looking for today. And there's also random structures. Omnixius got a bunch of people to build their own random structures, and he's used one of the plugins to make them randomly spawn throughout the world. So hopefully we should see some of those soon. I know there's things like there's abandoned boats, shipwrecks. There's a few structures that are like kind of like caves and little dungeons. I think from what he said that he couldn't get things working underground, so I think they're all above ground. But there's little battle towers and such. It looks like there's still the regular. I don't want to fall off that. There's still the regular structures as well, which is cool. I believe there's giant villages as well, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna get on running around, and I'm gonna try find something cool. So what I'll do is I'll cut back to you when I do. I'll see you in a second. Alright then, we've come across our first randomly spawned structure, I assume, and it looks kind of like a hedge maze, just a really tiny one, which is actually a really cool idea. I quite like the idea of a maze randomly spawning. I wonder what is inside. I doubt it's probably any treasure. Oh wait. Oh, there is a load of treasure. Well, that's a pretty cool idea. I'm quite a fan of this one. I'm not going to take the saddle because I have quite a few. So anybody on the server, there's a saddle here if you want it. You have to try and beat this hedge maze first. But if you can do that, there's a saddle in it for you. So there's a reason to get exploring. Right, we'll keep heading on this way. I'm using the Dyn map at the moment, which is showing me roughly where little areas are that look like they shouldn't be there. But I'm getting confused because there's things like this little lump of sand that's showing up, so I'm running to it, and then it turns out it's not a structure, it's just a bit of sand. So I'm going to continue heading this way, and we'll see what we come across. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some great things to come across, but I guess we'll find out. I guess we will. Let's head on down here then. That doesn't look good. I'm sure that's just my Minecraft. Alright, so I'll make another cut then, and I'll see you in a sec. Alright, so what we should be seeing spawning in now is a desert island, I believe. It's from what I can tell. And so yeah, we're gonna have a we're gonna have a run around and see what this place is like. It looks pretty cool. I like the design of these trees. Oh, I want to try and keep my boat if I can. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. This is a bit of a strange island, but this is cool. Sprint in the water. Give me this back. Give me this boat. No boat for us. I don't want to chop down these trees, though, because these are too cool. Has this been named? Plains. Oh, it's just... it hasn't got a name. But this looks like a desert island. This is really cool. This is quite a cool feature. I'm pretty fond of this. I wonder if there's any random structures around, apart from these trees. I wonder if they count. Doesn't seem like it. So what's going on here then? Is this just a really tall mountain in the center of an island? Well, I'm okay with that. It's fine by me. Yeah, it seems to be. There doesn't seem to be a lot else around. I wonder if we can climb it. It looks pretty tall. I don't think we're going to be able to climb that. Let's see. I want to find a boat or a shipwrecked thing, but I can't seem to find any, not even on the Dine map. So I don't know if they've been put really far out. Yeah, that's a really weird structure. Or generation. I kind of want to go up there because I want to know what's up there, but I bet it's nothing. It's like a little mirage. Is there not really water here? Oh, no, there is. Nice. No more dehydrating in the desert, which is always a plus. Yeah, I'm not seeing many random structures. I think they're supposed to be quite rare, so maybe it's going to take a while to find these. I have been running and sailing for quite a while, so that could be why. Is that something? No, I think that's just terrain. Let's sail over. We can knock down one of these trees. I don't feel bad about these spruce trees. These are everywhere. But I do feel bad about the palm trees because they're kind of cool. There's caves as well. I wonder if anything's different about the caves. I doubt it is. I'll tell you what though, the way this all generates and is put together and with all these giant things really reminds me of the vault stuff we did. Wow. I don't know whether that... I think there was a plugin... Not plugin, what are they called? One of the mods in that pack I think was called more biomes, or something along them lines. And I think it added a lot of new biomes in. And I think that made them generate quite a lot like these ones have. So I think that might be why. Some podzol here. But this place kind of reminds me, well, this whole place, the way it all generates to... Wow, I don't want to go down there. Good job, water. That's a bit different. Yeah, let's try and get up. I don't want to destroy this podzol. I'll try and get up on the grass. Oh, I can't. There isn't any. No, here's some garnet. I'm sorry. There's no other way up. I didn't bring any silk touch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I believe there's a crafting recipe now, actually, on this server. So I will craft you as much new podzol as I possibly can to replace your broken podzol, I promise. Or will I? No, I will. Not that there's not that there's really a shortage of it, or will be anytime soon, but I don't want to ruin things for everyone else because I didn't bring the right equipment. That would be a bit unfair. So I don't think there's anything different about these biomes. I think these are standard biomes. They're just really high in the sky. At least it doesn't look like there is anyway. I'll tell you what, one second. Let me just readjust my map. And we can keep going. Hold on, one sec. That's the wrong way. That's better, that's better. Right, and you can stick with me and we'll explore a little. I want to see what we can find. I don't think... What is that a lighting glitch or is that... I don't know what that is. It's pretty cool. We'll find out if we've... Oh, I've got a boat. What am I doing? Let's go. This is faster. Much faster. So I hope people who are subscribed to this channel have been watching my other videos. I've been doing a Let's Play for those of you who haven't or who are new. Is this world or is this... Oh, it's like a world hole. Let's even wait for this to load. I've been doing a new series on a game called Megabyte Punch, and it's pretty incredible. So I hope you've all been enjoying that if you've been watching it. It's been so much fun to record, and I think I'm going to go do some more after this. It's been going down pretty well, at least for me. Hasn't quite got the same amount of views as these. I'm being attacked by a fly. In real life, that is, not in this game. Give me a second. It's been going down. Not quite as many views as this series seems to get, but that's alright. I don't mind. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, so for those of you who are watching it, I hope you are enjoying it too. But if you're not, feel free to check it out. It's basically a game where you're a robot and you beat up other robots. So I don't think I really need to explain much else. That should be enough to go on. It's pretty great though. And I did find out as well, for anyone who's watching this series or interested in the game at all, the development team is only 2 people, which I thought was really impressive. I mean, if you look at some, like Minecraft for example, they've got, I mean, there's a few main people who work on the game, but their team's a lot bigger than 2. As far as I'm aware anyway, I could be wrong. But then you look at a lot of games and their development teams are pretty big, but I mean, if you see the quality of the game, and it's not lacking, I'll tell you that much, in features or anything like that. The controls are a little bit strange, and there's no real option to change the controls, but that's just me not being used to them and being picky, really. It's an incredible game, and I was really surprised when I realised, well, when I found out that there was only 2 developers working on it. I was pretty shocked. But it's cool to see that indie developers and smaller teams are getting their games out there and doing good jobs of them as well, which is cool. It was greenlit on Steam a while ago, and I think it's been selling pretty well. It went on sale over the holidays, so I had to pick it up. But it's well worth every penny, even if you pay full price. I think I said that in one of the episodes. It's a really great game. But yeah, so I do hope you're enjoying that. I know I am, personally. Oh, there's something in the distance. This could be a village. And I'm hoping it's a giant village, so it's not something boring. I'm not really sure where it's going to be, though. We'll find out. There's a church, at least. That looks like 2 churches. I think that's probably a bit bigger than normal. We'll find out. Let's get a sword at the ready, because you never really know. Yeah. Wow. You can't trust anybody who moves at that speed. And that is a fact. Oh, we found a blacksmith. And some lighting glitch. See if there's anything in here. Oh, there is some goodies. Nice. In case we get hungry. So, I don't know if anyone's played the snapshot yet, but I was two blacksmith. This is a good place. Maybe we'll move in here. I don't know if I'm planning on... Oh, look at that. That's great. So yeah, I don't know whether we're going to be building here, or more of just having a look around and seeing what's going on. This is quite weird on this hill, actually. It's kind of cool, but yeah, we'd have to do something about that. What was I saying? Well, I lose my train of thought so quickly. I'm really not good at remembering anything. Wow, that is scary. One of the things I was going to say was I am doing a video on one of the latest snapshots, and villagers are quite different in that. Not villages, villagers. They've been upgraded a little bit, which is really cool. So if you want to check out those features, you can go and check the video. I don't know what one I'm going to put up first out of this and the snapshot video. I did the snapshot video about an hour or 2 ago. So yeah, they might both go up at the same time, so feel free to go check that out. And you can see some of the changes that have been made. What was I even saying about this village? Oh yeah. No, I don't think we're going to be building here. I think I'm really only here to explore because I'm really interested to see what's going on. But with the new 1.7 world that I haven't really had a chance to play in yet, or build in, and I know a few others haven't, I'm going to be sticking to that for a while. I think maybe I might do some more episodes in the future where we might do some more exploring and see what we could find. But yeah, I'm not sure whether I'm going to build here for now. But it is a really cool idea, and I'm pretty glad it's here. I'm going to be exploring it regardless. I'm just not sure. I'm going to die if I try and do this. Remember I said that before I did it. Oh, wow, I do not know how we survived that. But we did, and that's what matters. That was such a good move. And we've got some... Oh, I haven't got much food left either. We might have to end this exploration kind of soon. But that's alright, because there's a few things I want to go over back at base in the 1.7 world for our plans. Now, I know I said last time that we'd get started right away with building our safari park, but with everything that's going on, I really haven't had the time to prepare. What I like to do when I build things or have ideas, I like to plan them out, build them in creative, make sure they work and I like them, and then I'll put them in the episode and mention them, and we'll build them or go through them or whatever it is we're doing with them. But I really haven't had the chance to do that because I've been pretty busy, as I was saying. So that's not really been done yet, but maybe we'll see how long we run on, and we'll see if we can find anything else. But maybe I'll do some of that on camera in a bit. We'll plan out the areas. I think I know roughly what I want. I think I want about 5 or 6 areas for different mobs. Now I think we're going to have one for farm animals. We're going to have one for cats and dogs and horses. Probably one for donkeys. We're going to have an aquatics one for squid, and we're going to try that fish tank thing I was talking about last time. We're going to try to get one of those in. And what else are we going to be doing? We're going to be building one for... I'm quite annoyed, actually, because I caught an invisible spider for the second time. Like the one we had back at the sandcastle. I caught a second one. This looks promising, but at the same time, it looks a bit strange. It looks very strange. Oh, no, this is a random structure, isn't it? This is this is a spring. I think it's called a desert spring. What I'm going to do is, I'm probably going to forget, so forgive me if this doesn't come up, but I'm going to try and find out who made these, and I'll put them in annotations. Actually, don't hold me to that. There's a good chance I won't remember to when I come to editing. But yeah, we're going to have... Oh yeah, this is a really good structure, by the way. Yeah, no, I like this. This is a cool idea to have water in the middle of a desert, especially considering how far this spans out. So yeah, the idea is to have the aquatics, and I think yeah, what I was saying was, see how bad I am. I'm losing train of thought so easily. We're gonna have an area for mobs, the hostile ones. They're gonna be a bit harder because we're gonna have to try and get them to hold on to helmets or something so that they stay alive. Now, I caught a second invisible spider, so I named him Martin the Second. For those of you who don't know, Martin was our first invisible spider back at the sandcastle. And he was trapped in this dirt container, and I logged on today, and he seems to have disappeared. And I'm not really sure how that's going to be possible because, well, he can't get out, and he's been named, and the other one in the sandcastle's still there. So I'm not sure whether something happened with the world. Maybe it was rolled back or something like that. I'm not really sure. I might talk to a moderator about it, but it's not the end of the world. We can probably just try and catch a new one or something. But I'd quite like to have some things like that around too, which would be awesome. And now, apart from that, I think that's all of the structures we're going to go for. All of the, I don't know what you call them, containment areas, maybe? Pens? Sounds a bit mild, but you know what I mean. I think we're going to have that many, if anybody counted. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. So, I think... I can't see the time because I, again, as useless as ever, forgot to set a timer. So I don't really know how long we've been running on for. So I'm going to make a cut, check the time, see what's going on, try and find something else depending on time. And yeah, I'll be back with you in a second. Okay, so something's gone slightly wrong with my head. For some reason, I felt like we'd been recording for, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes? But it turns out it was closer to maybe 4. So I'm not really sure what's going on with me, but we found a mesa biome, and I believe that the ones here aren't off limits. So I'm going to collect a little bit of this. I don't really want much. I don't really know why I want it. I kind of just want it because I can. I think that's probably why most of the biomes are off limit. Oh well, most of the mesa biomes in the 1.7 world are off limits, because people are just going to take it all because they can. I mean, I came across a bit of clay on the way here, and I got a lot out of it. So I don't really need all this, but we've taken some just because we can. So that's all cool. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with my head. I figured it was running long and we've been recording ages. But we hadn't. I think the problem is that I talk about 1,000 miles per hour. Well, at least I feel I do anyway. Anytime I've watched the video back, it doesn't really seem like I do, but whilst I'm recording, like now, I feel like I'm talking as fast as physically possible, which probably isn't the case, but hey, it's fine. It is what it is. Let's try and get on top of this then. I have no idea where I just found the mesa and realised I'd only been recording for a few minutes and thought, you know, we might as well get back into it then. If we haven't been recording as long as I thought, we've got a lot of time to explore. Hey, so I wanna ask a bit of a question, really, because now I know this is going to be quite different, and I believe it's very different in America. Well, maybe it isn't, because I've only just really learnt about how this is supposed to be working. So I went out to dinner the other night, and it was great. It was a great dinner. I don't really know what else to say to that. Anyway, and so I finished my dinner and asked for the bill or the check. I don't know, whatever you call it. And I paid. And as we were leaving, I said, "Oh, I've got a bit of change. Let's leave a tip." And my girlfriend informed me that you're supposed to leave 10% of your bill as a tip. You're supposed to do that every time. Now, I've always been under the impression that a tip was something I gave to someone who did an exceptionally good job. I figured that was the point. They're being paid to do the job, and if they do it well or better than I expected, I'll leave them a little extra something for their time. Now, I don't know if that sounds rude or whether I sound like I'm being a bit of a... Yeah, but that's always the way that I've thought it worked. But 10%. And now the problem I had with this is I don't have any problem tipping if I feel, they've earned it or deserve it or what have you. But the problem I had with this was that 10% would have been here about an average hour's work for the age of this person, or at least how old they seem to be. So from what I was being told, you're expected to leave, well, in my case, I was expected to leave an hour's pay for this one person who did... I'm getting very dropped frames here. I think this is going to be something to do with the world generating in for the first time for me, because I haven't been here before. I don't know if that works like that on servers. I think that might actually just be a single player thing, but that's the excuse I'm going to give. They should be alright in a second. But yeah, as I was saying, so that would mean that I would pay this person for a whole hour's work, as well as their employer paying them this at the same time, because they did their job. And I mean, I don't want to be rude. I'm not trying to insult the guy, like the waiter. He did a good job. He was polite. He was actually, one thing that was quite impressive was, and this probably sounds quite silly, but he didn't even have one of these little pens and papers. Like we told him what we wanted, and he remembered. And I know it sounds kind of silly, but yeah, I was impressed. But yeah, I don't. It just seems like, I don't know. Maybe it's everyone else gets it, but it seemed like a lot to me. This looks like it's something new. I'm really hoping this is something new. I think this is something new. Or is this just another temple? Is this just a typical temple? I'm going to be kind of disappointed if it's just a temple. And then it's going to be quite embarrassing when I don't remember where the traps are and I die on my way in. I can't tell from down here because I haven't found many of these things before. Let's try and make our way up. I'm getting a lot of dropped frames. I really hope that's not showing up. Where can we go? Let's go over here. So yeah, I kind of want to know how you do things and whether there's a reasoning behind it. I mean, from what I'm aware, and again I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that in America, it's one of those things that you always tip, and you always tip a certain amount at least. And I'm just curious to know why that is. I mean, I don't want to sound unappreciative. I appreciate the waiter's time, and let's try. No, we're not good enough. We should have known we weren't good enough. It just seemed like a lot to be giving to someone who's already being paid for doing the thing that they're paid to do. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being moody and British once again. But it's that guy. Oh, hi. Good time for the cave sounds. I'm just going to break in because I don't really know the way in properly. But I will replace these blocks if we actually manage to get in. Is this... I might be wrong, This might be a... Is this a random structure? I didn't bring any torches, nor do I have any means of making them. So this is going to be incredibly dark for you. What was that? Was that a trap? Oh. Yeah, there's a dispenser. Right. Yeah, this is just a standard temple, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And here are some blocks. that well, normally you can only get in normally you can only get in these temples, but after 1.8 they're a common thing you can get everywhere, which I'm a little bit annoyed about personally. Oh, I'm being shot. I will take these diamonds. See some apples as well. We're getting hungry. Let's just get shot again, because I don't know how to avoid it. Alright, yeah, we've dropped a lot of frames during this section. I really hope this isn't showing up. It says I'm getting 3940, which is nowhere near as much as I was getting earlier. So I'm going to assume. But regardless, let's move on. That might be the way we came from. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, my CPU is running at something ridiculous. Right, well, I'm going to make a cut here anyway, because we found some goods, and I think it's time that we went back and had a little look at the 1.7 world, and I can show you roughly what I want to do with the safari park. Wow. And I'm also going to wait for my computer to cool down and close a few things, because this isn't okay. I'll see you in a sec. So maybe actually nothing's broken and I just can't read, or I clicked the wrong thing. Now it's saying I've got about half hour's footage, so I'm a little bit confused as to the episode length. So on my last cut where I said, oh, it's only been 3 or 4 minutes, maybe it had have been quite a lot longer and I just hadn't seen. So this was our little house for Martin II, but yeah, he's not there anymore. Now let me see if I can find my new sword. On this server, we have legendary weapons installed, and Cruel was nice enough to give me this. Look at that. That is ridiculous. It pretty much kills everything in one shot. It's the greatest sword I've ever seen and or used. And Cruel gave it to us for a present. Which was really nice of him, and I'm using it to break dirt. But yeah, this is where our spider was, but he's gone. So I'm a little bit sad about that. But that's alright. Let's just leave it alone and let's have a run around. Again, it's night time, so it's hard to get a good view of everything, but I'll try and show you what my thoughts are. Now, this is ugly, and I'm very aware of that. I had no render distance, about 3 frames per second, and I was bored, so I decided just to throw a few things on top of each other. You. Take it. So I decided to throw a few things on top of each other, and this is what happened. So I'm sorry that you have to look at it. We do have this, though. A second present from Cruel. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we won't do that again. But we do have the best song in the world on the CD now. So I'm pretty happy about that. So let's have a listen to that whilst I have a look around. So what I want to do then is, I want to create 5 or 6 of these big areas, kind of like rooms, like oversized barns, but with actual walls and stuff on. But I want it to be really open plan inside, because I do want this to look like a safari park, and they're normally quite open planned. So we're going to have a giant entrance somewhere. Now I need to, look at this sword. Catalyst of what? Destruction. Hi. You missed it, mate. I just made such a fool of myself. Huh? Yeah, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, I've got it on camera. You can watch it later if you want, mate. Yeah, I'm actually in the middle of a video right now, so I've got to get on with that. But yeah, you take care of yourself, buddy. I'll see you later. Sorry about that. Yeah, I want to have this quite open plan, because the safari park in general is quite open planned, but we've got a hell of a lot of room here, as you can see, and it spreads off over in that direction as well, I think. So I want this to be kind of like a circuit. So we're going to have an entrance. I think the spawn and the portal is out in this direction, so this area over here suits quite nicely for an entrance. This will be the first thing that we work on. So this area here is going to be turned into a giant entrance. You're going to come in from over here. So let's, I haven't really got anything to show you with. Oh, we've got 3 dirt. Let's imagine. So we're going to have our big entrance. I don't even know how this dirt's going to help. We're going to come into our entrance, and then we're going to have a little counter along here. I knew that would come in handy. And we'll come over and we'll pay our price, and that will unlock this area for us. and we'll run them through, and then we'll come to a cart station, and we'll jump in our cart like so, hit the button, and we'll be off. And so we're gonna run out of food apparently. Have I eaten all my apples? I put them in the chest. Nope, there, it's got some here. Awesome. So yeah, you're gonna go on your minecart. You're gonna go on a little ride. It's not gonna be much like a roller coaster. It's just gonna be just a standard minecart ride. But then we'll go through a place with sheep and cows and pigs and such, and then we'll keep going into all the different areas. They're gonna be spread out around. So we're gonna have to find a way to fence it all off and make sure people don't break in, because we can't be having that. And another thing I've been working on, and I'm not the best at redstone. I can understand it to some extent, but putting it into practice, I'm not the best at. And I'm trying to set a way so that... How can I explain this the easy way? So essentially, let's imagine that this area here is the whole track on a tiny scale, and then we'll create a track. So this will be where you leave off from. So we get in our cart and we go along here like this. We go around to see all of the goods, that there are. And then eventually, we'll come back on ourselves, like so. And then we'll come back to this track here. Now, what I want to have happen is, this track here has to go forwards, like such. So, every time you start, you'll always go this way. But when you go back to here, I want there to be an option. So I can press one button, and that will let me go around again. Or I can press another button, which will take me to the exit. So that's something I need to work on, and I'm having a bit of trouble with that at the moment. But there's going to be a lot of this kind of stuff, which I'm looking forward to. I'm quite looking forward to doing, because it is going to be a lot of fun to try and put it all together. Let's fix this in. But yeah, that's the rough idea. That's what I've got going on in my mind. And as I said, I'm sorry, this episode's probably lacking quite a bit. And I know I said that we'd have a look at this time, and I haven't really. I've just kind of recapped in more detail what we did last time, but. God, I can't even swallow. I've been talking so fast, my mouth is dry. So what is going to happen is next time, and I know I should probably stop saying I will do this, I will do that. Next time, I will be starting on this. We'll have some plans in mind for an entrance, and we'll actually get building on it. Hopefully we won't look like Steve either. No offense, Steve. So we'll get started on our entrance. But for now, unless I've messed up the times again, which is quite likely because I have no idea what I'm doing, I'm going to call it there. So I'm sorry about the lack of good stuff in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it regardless. If you did, please hit the like button. If you didn't, feel free to dislike. I actually received my first dislike the other day, which is nice to know that people are being a bit more honest about whether they're enjoying these videos. But there was no real feedback on why they didn't like it. So if you're planning on hitting that dislike, then I don't know why you got this far in the episode, but thank you for watching regardless. Please let me know what you didn't like, so I can improve for everyone else who's sticking around. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you next time.